Hello and welcome to On the Horizons. We are recording from the beautiful Cannes Lions Festival here at the Amazon Port. I'm Laura Meyer, the founder and CEO of Envision Horizons. And today I have a co-host.
Hi, I'm Todd Pachowski, VP of Marketing at Envision Horizons.
And we have a very special guest today. We go way back on LinkedIn. This is actually the first time we've met in person. Christina, thank you so much for making the travel and the time and the effort to be here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I'm very grateful for the invitation, and it's really great, Laura, finally seeing you in person. You know, I follow you and Envision Horizon and also Todd on LinkedIn religiously, and you're also part of our Amazon journey. I have to say that's what it is.
Yes, and so share with the audience a little bit more about your brand and your journey and how Amazon has been a part of that and a lucrative channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when we launched The Heart Company, which is a beauty brand that is all about love and kindness, and as the trademark name already says, it's from the heart to the heart. So we want to make customers happy and uplift everybody with our beauty products, and our mission is to elevate beauty through the power of love and kindness. So that's what it's all about. And when we launched our vegan perfume line, the idea was to launch it on Amazon, because that's where you have all these amazing customers, the audience customers trust Amazon. And I learned along the journey how many amazing brand building tools are available on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And for us it was even extra special because we are a European brand, European German company, and through the opportunities of Amazon Seller Central, we were able to launch our vegan fragrance line exclusively on Amazon in the US.
Yes, and I think you have such an interesting perspective being a German-based business launching in the US, but you've also really been able to leverage Amazon in Germany. And did you also say the UK?
UK, not yet. That's
not yet.
coming next. They're coming. Okay. They're coming up hopefully soon. No, but Germany, okay. Of course, because that's our home market, and also I think the second biggest Amazon marketplace. So we set up our Amazon German brand store and all of that, and as well as the US one. But at the moment we are very focused on the US one, because our perfume was also made in the US, and it's the inventory is there, and as a bootstrapped startup you have to focus. And yeah, but
so I think that's such an interesting point, because as Americans I always think of these wonderful beauty brands being produced in Korea or in Europe, and then it's exotic to bring it into the US. And here's the flip side of this, where it's being produced in the US, but it's a German business.
Yes,
very cool.
Yes, I mean, the good thing is we have this is how perfumes are made. You know that probably with all your perfume knowledge also. So we have an amazing partner. They're called Givaudan. It's this global #1 player in the perfume industry. They are our perfume house who produced the actual perfumes for us. Actually, during the pandemic, we did it all remote. I have to say that this is very unique. Yes, these perfumers worked in Germany as well as in Paris with us, and then they were filled in the US, because you had to make the decision during the global pandemic and lockdown somewhere, where do you do the first filling of the first batch? Yeah. And that happened in the US. And then, of course, you have to also launch it in the US. And there's no better place than launching it than on Amazon.com, right?
Yeah.
Can you speak to, you're here today on the podcast with Amazon, successful at this point. Can you speak to some of those early challenges like you just did with the COVID launch, and some of the early obstacles you had to overcome to launch in the US? Because I think that resonate with new sellers and new brands that are launching on Amazon for the first time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there are, of course, challenges, right? I mean, first of all, thank you. You guys are also giving a lot of value on LinkedIn, even if we had to start without an agency because we're a bootstrap company, so I couldn't even afford agency or anything. So we had to learn everything from scratch and really do it. So, of course, obstacles were on the way. But I think lifelong learning, right? When you're very new to the Amazon ecosystem, it's about learning about the tools, how it works, how to have the right content, have the right visibility, the right photo and videos and all of that. But yeah, I mean, in the end, once you overcome this obstacle and you know how it's done, I think it's just an amazing opportunity. And then you can also repeat it, of course, on the various Seller Central marketplaces. And one big obstacle we had that I had to learn on the way is our products are hazardous goods.
Yes.
Mad products, so that's an extra one. So then you have to learn about limited FBA capacities, and then a little bit fight for some more space, and have to follow all extra certifications like upload and all of that. But yeah, we kind of learned it all, and I feel like once you did it all and you went through all of that, then it's just easy and so convenient and a great opportunity to build the brand.
Yeah, and I think being a fragrance brand that is also digitally native is such an interesting concept, right? Because you think of legacy fragrances, you're walking through the retailer and the woman spritzes you, or you have the samples or the magazines where they'd have the little fold out sniff samples. How are you getting that across to consumers where they have no way to truly sample the product or smell the product? What are you doing to educate the customers and build that Amazon flywheel so that they have that tendency to buy, right? Because just buying the keyword perfume
doesn't work, right?
It doesn't work. So you have to be creative. And in the nature of being at a festival of creativity, I'd love to learn what you've explored and what you've tested.
Right. I mean, this is one of my favorite questions. Sometimes now we are in this point also that we talk to potential investors, to help scale the brand. And then always, it depends on the age of the people. But common question is, how do you smell perfume
online?
Online.
Yeah.
How can that be? We only know that from retailers. How can you spray that through the computer?
You can't.
Yeah, you can. Even with AI, it doesn't work yet. So, okay. So, yeah. So, of course, content is king here, and explaining very detailed to the customer what the scent is, what are the ingredients, make that visually appealing to the customer. For example, one scent is called Happiness in a Bottle, and it's in this yellow packaging in our heart-shaped bottle. So of course it's about yellow, it's about the ingredients. Make sure that people know that it's a citrusy scent, and try to explain as much as you can that the customer in front of the computer or on their mobile get the inspiration and get inspired by the text, by the visuals, and also very important by content, video content, of course.
Yeah, and content is key here.
Key.
And as a self-funded business or bootstrap business, how do you do it all? Content requires work and resources and a lot of things that are a scarcity when you're an entrepreneur, especially getting started. But I think it's also relevant to listeners at businesses of all sizes, because there's no question that budgets are tighter with interest rates being higher, and even large brands and mid-sized brands, those budgets are tightening, or at least they have been. So brands are really having to get scrappy. Who better to learn from than a scrappy entrepreneur? How are you going about producing all this content?
That's a great question. Honestly, really, we had this, as a female founder here, I was first of all, I think the biggest lack that we have is the brand is called the Her Company. Mm-hmm. And it's all about love and kindness. And this really helped that also team people, helpers, people who really even helped, they were freelancers, really loved to work on the brand, on the product, because they were from day one emotionally involved into this brand. Of course, can do that not forever, but you asked me about the starting point. So we really did this user-generated content strategy already from day one, because we had no one in the chats, no agency, no photo shoots, no this and that. So we worked from day one with real people using the product. And Neha from our team, who's here with me today, she always has one sentence. She says, you know what the great part is here? Our brand doesn't need to have a briefing for any influencer, because the product is called kindness in a bottle, happiness in a bottle, love in a bottle, and it's the Heart Company. And she's so right, because it really resonates with people. You don't need to have like all these schedules with them. You have to say this and this and that. Just tell me your kindness moment. Tell me what it does to you as a mom, as a mompreneur, as somebody who gives it to her sister, to gifting and all of that. Share the stories. What does kindness, love mean to you? How does it feel when we uplift you in your daily routine with our products? This is honestly how the content strategy works. And of course, what we have to do, we do that consistently, right? I mean, consistent posting across channels, consistent content and video production, gifting, showing the product. And it's a lot of work, but we get such nice feedback that it's not easy, but it kind of feels easy, because you don't have to over-explain and really ask, like, can you please do it? Or people just like it. This is the beauty of the product. Plus, it's vegan.
They're paying it forward with kindness by producing and sharing your product.
And you say it's not easy, and it isn't, but it is, because I think that's really where it starts for brands. We deal with this a lot of times, even brands with large catalogs who want us to push a product that might be, lacking the sales where they want them to be. And the reason is the product is not strong. You can't make a strong product out of a bad product.
I mean, the first step in marketing is having a good product. And I believe Jeff Bezos has a famous quote related to that of, what is it? Advertising is the cost of a bad product or something.
Right.
I mean, it's true, right? Like, that's why he really focused on the Amazon experience and Prime.
Customer obsession and
being
product,
something
right?
Word of mouth.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious, with all the content that you do have from users, the UGC, have you utilized that on Amazon's canvas at all for posts or for sponsored brand videos or anything along that social sphere that Amazon has?
We do actually every day, because we are in America Amazon exclusive at the moment, or almost Amazon exclusive, and so it's our main channel. And so the content creators also link the products to our Amazon brand store. And these are the things that, so it's the Amazon brand store, and all the Amazon visibility that we have is always linked to our content creators and to everything they do, right?
And you mentioned gifting.
Yeah.
Are you finding that a lot of your sales are people buying it for themselves, or because your mission is around love and kindness, that it's this perfect product to gift to a loved one? I mean, I think you even have like a wedding fragrance. Like, you have all these wonderful themes. Are you finding that that's more your angle and that's what you're leaning into on Amazon, or are you having customers of various profiles?
We have customers in various profiles, but I have to say, I mean, I don't have, because we're just kind of brand new in the beauty market, so I don't have enough data to really tell you it's like 50% gifting and 40% this and that. But definitely, just from the feeling, it's like both. It's like gifting to people and gifting also to themselves. Because our product...
Treat yourself, yeah.
Treat yourself with
Don't you
love
have
and
one that's like
kindness.
be nice to you or something?
It's called Me Time and a Bottle.
Me Time, that's what it is.
Me
Yes.
Time and a Bottle. And this resonates a lot with moms, for example, mompreneurs, moms. I am also a mom, you're a mom, so we are a father. So we know the struggle is...
Oh, no,
you're not. I'm sorry.
He's a dog dad.
I live vicariously.
Okay, good. So you're a dog
I
of
understand.
it's the same thing. You have to take care of animals, right? Yeah. Like a lot. Also have a dog also. So it's like we are like 24/7, right? So it's very important to have also our little me times, our little escapism, and that's what the product is also created for. Like, really use it. Even at the perfumers in our perfume house during the production process, when we were on Zoom, they were like, you know what, Christina, today everybody sprayed happiness in a bottle, positivity in a bottle. We have another meeting with headquarters, we have this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, if it resonates already with the perfume house perfumers, then I hope, because I have worked with perfumes every day, right? So, so that made me already very happy. So, and this is, I think, the very strong asset of the brand, like this communication of positive messages, uplifting people, and as you said, gifting. Of course, you gift it to yourself, you gift it to others. And yes, we have also a wedding line. It's called Wedding Love. So we get tons of emails in the US, especially from brides, bridesmaids. Can you donate something for bridal shower, bridesmaids, and all of that? Because
but they still want free products.
Some of them want free products. I'm like, so we have to see, like,
will they build an Amazon affiliate storefront?
Exactly. Let's do that. Yes, I'm telling them also, be on Amazon, do an affiliate program. Exactly. So I mean, so it seems to start now. The wedding industry is also something that's like huge, right? And I didn't see really, or at least from my knowledge, I don't see any wedding love or one wedding perfume in a heart-shaped bottle on the market. So I think that was pretty unique, this idea also. We have like this core line of 6 core scents, like happiness in a bottle, love in a bottle, kindness in a bottle, me time in a bottle, positivity. So all these scents. And then we have one for Valentine's Day. It's called Valentine's Love and the Wedding Love. So,
So it sounds like how you're really able to stand out in the fragrance category, which is quite competitive. And, in the last few years, Vacation Sunscreen, we had an activation here at Cannes. They have fragrance. I've seen hair care brands come out with fragrance. Like, fragrance has really been having a moment post-COVID. I think Gen Z drove that a lot, especially through some TikTok trends. Absolutely. But it seems to me like how you're really being able to be scrappy as an entrepreneur is your positioning, and that you're finding these niches, right? Like, everyone needs, most people, right? They're trying to find unique gifts to give for the bride if you're the maid of honor, or unique gifts for Valentine's Day, right? Like, I don't need any more chocolate in my life, I want something different.
Well, I think she's gone about it the right way, and I don't want to put words into your mouth, but Amazon is a very useful vehicle for discovering brand niches, and you can do it at a small scale, and even adjust copy for terms like the wedding niche that you're speaking to for the perfume, and see if it resonates with consumers and if you get sales. And if that works, that insight is a lead into product development. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're doing some of that to guide what you might release or where your product could fit in position-wise.
Right. Yeah. The wedding thing is also something that I even see like separately from the other core line, right? The entire wedding industry, the wedding, section. Also, we have on our Amazon brand store, we have a separate wedding section, and so this is like an entire another. Not strategy, but another
it
is like another initiative. I would say if I would have like a headquarter building, I would say like this is the hard company core and this is the wedding department. Yeah, because wedding you can see completely even apart from that on top.
Yeah.
Well, Todd knows all about the bachelorette party supplies category.
Let's not go there.
Someone found a niche on Amazon years ago.
long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So. And of course, you just talked about like discovery of Gen Z for sure. And about the competitive. I wanted to say something about of course, the perfume industry. It's like a $55 billion industry. It's of course very competitive. And of course, I also understand if people ask me like, how can you like compete even in that industry? But I think because the concept is not only perfumes. I always say our products and beauty brand is beyond perfume. It is perfume, but it's also beyond perfume because it spreads these emotions, this positive messaging, the heart-shaped bottle, the gifting thing, the wedding thing. So it's not just this designer French name perfume something. It's like really something new and niche in the perfume industry. And what makes it also pretty unique in this entire perfume industry is it's vegan, it's cruelty free, and all the other brands that are already on the market since 20-30 years, they are sometimes not vegan or cannot change to vegan or something. So since we built something from scratch with Givaudan on our perfume house, we could make it vegan, and we are even certified vegan with the Vegan Society in Birmingham, UK.
Yeah.
So we worked on that also a lot on all this R&D process.
And maybe to change gears a little bit, how are you viewing Amazon advertising? So, what are some of the products that you found to be really impactful for getting that exposure, right? So you have these great products, they're positioned for gifting. How are you getting in front of those incremental customers on Amazon?
Of course, I see the brand building on Amazon as now, and also hopefully even more with more budget in the future. I see it as a combination of advertising, PPC, hopefully also DSP in the future, sponsored brands, all the things that Amazon offers in combination with organic growth. Yeah, so I think paying for it and trying to find the right customer in our niche, and also do the keyword search, the listing optimization, the A+ content, the video content, daily posting on Amazon we do, by the way, on our brand store, and all these kind of things. Plus, of course, the advertising strategy also has to be on point. Plus, bringing all the organic, feeding the Amazon flywheel, right, every day.
Yeah.
We learned that very early because we utilized this service of Amazon SAS Core program. Mm-hmm. We worked with them 4 months. Honestly, because we also wanted to have some proof from Amazon's side. After we built everything, we set up everything, we had all the pictures and everything, and they got this audit score, right? I think it's called score rate, right? And then, I remember it was December 8th, and we got this final feedback there, and it was 98% score rate Amazon, so we were very happy. I was where's the 100? We need to know. And that was because one product was the Valentine's Love was listed FBM and not FBA yet. So that really, it gave me a lot of confidence that we kind of really used the system in kind of the right way. Yeah. But now it's, of course, daily work, right?
and you mentioned you're really using your creators to also help generate video.
Right.
Are you currently running any video ads with Amazon, and how are you potentially approaching that brand storytelling tool?
Yeah, video ads, we are also want to even do more, and we are very much believing in video ads. Everything that's video is just key.
I think if we circle back to the mention that you can't smell the perfume
right.
through Amazon,
Exactly.
that video story
it's so important.
Is and also taking there's the new vertical video formats for Amazon, so you can take that UGC that you have, and I know you do very well on TikTok with some of that user generated content.
Just started, but we're trying to.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was definitely a lot there, and that's a big start for a brand like you, repurposing that content for Amazon vertical videos and some DSP slots, I think is it.
Yeah.
TikTok, we also always link to the Amazon brand store and ask the creators and all of that. So yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's also fun. Once you see it all together, and then people spraying it on and sharing their kindness, spraying happiness, me time, whatever moment, it's it just makes me also happy, because then you can see from the real customer or from the real user how it's actually used.
Yeah, and we said, perfume, it's hard to show up for that keyword. And we've dealt with this with a lot of clients. When even I've looked at the back end of terms for the perfume category as a whole, it's very, very brand-centric.
Very brand-centric.
There are very few. There's the perfume for women, broad term, maybe for Christmas or holidays.
Yeah.
But those are also very competitive.
Husbands searching for their wives what to do. Yeah.
So it's very, very hard. And I think you've done a wonderful job by accentuating the brand, because that's what people will search for perfume. The keyword organic rank is going to be tough to overcome, and I think you already know that. So preaching to the choir.
We do, yeah. But we're still trying, and I think for really being really startup and trying it really from scratch. I'm always saying imagine now when we would have all the advertising budget on top, what would happen then?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So my dream is also to launch more Amazon marketplaces, right? I mean, we have Germany and US now, the two biggest one already, but UK, and also I had a conversation with the Amazon team about Amazon AE also, like the Middle East one, also interesting.
Yeah, I feel like fragrance would be a good category
Right.
for that,
Yes.
for that part of the world.
Yeah, so it can be like, you can think global, for sure. The trademark is a global trademark, the whole company, and the product also seems to resonate with people around the world. I'm always saying, because it's all about love and kindness. Who doesn't?
Kindness should be universal.
It's universal.
Right? Yeah.
Love and kindness is universal, right? Especially in times of disruption, uncertainty, fears, so many things going on in the world. We're all affected by that. So this is why I have a feeling that this love and kindness is even stronger.
So it sounds like the future is going fully global, but what else? Like, there's still the second half of this year. What else is on the docket? Like, what exciting developments are coming?
I mean, as I said, we want to go deeper into this wedding market for sure also. Amazon Prime Day, Christmas season coming up, gifting season. Really, my dream is also to do a kindness campaign. I want to do a kindness campaign in New York City. I want to talk to everybody, and they should share their kindness moment. This is on
I love it.
my thing. Street interviews about kindness.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, well, New Yorkers, you'll get a...
Mixed bag.
Or like not only in New York, but you know, it's
yeah.
just like, you know, where most of the street interviews come from. That's why I'm always saying it can also be like Seattle. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Or, you know, like Midwest.
Midwest.
Yes.
Midwest. Like it's universal, as we said. You can do it
is
everywhere.
Universal. It most certainly is.
Right.
So this is your first time to the Cannes Lions Festival. I believe you got in yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a chance to explore anything or join any of the talks or conversations?
I mean, yeah, we came in yesterday evening, so it's pretty pretty new to us. But what I saw is like I really love the setting, Amazon Port. It's beautiful. I mean, this way of like, it's so on point and diverse and vibrant and positive. You see, like, I would like to spray our good vibes on the people because it's like, it seems
We need
to,
little
like,
samples next
exactly.
year. Yeah.
Like a sample bar, fragrance bar, right? So yeah, so it's like it's very well done. I mean, it's you feel like very welcome, and it's just an amazing scene. And what I saw also on social, I mean, there's a lot of value creation that you learn about user-generated content and how it all works, and you know, it also gives me again this like confidence that we are kind of on the right path, what we are doing and what we even want to do more. And yeah, so it's not my first time to Cannes. I mean, I have been here, and by the way, in Grasse, which is not far away from here, between Nice and Cannes, is actually the center of perfume in the world. This is where all the perfume originally comes from, in Grasse. This is the world capital of perfume, so it's like kind of for me also an interesting spot to be.
Where the famous noses live, right?
Exactly, where the famous noses live.
Well, wonderful. I think maybe to close this up,
Yeah.
can you share, and I'm not going to allow you to say spread kindness, can you share any advice for other bootstrapped beauty founders as they try to evolve and come up on Amazon?
Yeah. I mean, definitely check Amazon as a great brand building opportunity. Especially in Germany, I sometimes had like people who are like, why are you doing this, like only that, and this retail conversation, all of that. And I think once you're like really digging deep into all the amazing tools that Amazon offers, brand store, you know, you have your own storefront, you have the visuals, the video, the all of that, the advertising, you know, bringing you know, have this amazing customer reach anyway, and all of that as a brand building opportunity. I would really highly recommend for every new brand to look into that. But have your content ready, have your strategy ready, have all of that visual portfolio that you need ready, and then I would definitely recommend to do that. But also you have to know it's a hard way to learn everything, right? And it's about consistent
dedication.
You need dedication,
Yeah,
passion,
yeah,
dedication, consistent, and I think you also have to have, as a mompreneur and startup founder, you have to have a lot of resilience, of course, because always obstacles come in your way and great things come in your way. So, but it's definitely worth trying.
And caffeine.
And caffeine for sure. I'm trying to cut back to only 2 now. It's hard, I know, but it's like me time and a bottle, caffeine and resilience and passion. That's my advice.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story and perspective, not only in marketing, but also in the world of how we need more kindness and that it just needs to be wider spread and more common in this world. So thank you again. And for the listeners, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.